Hello, good evening, or whenever you come across this, and welcome to the Daily Oracle Pull. So today we are going to be getting some cards from Messages of Cosmic, from Angel Numbers. We're going to get some cards from your Angels and Ancestors Oracle, and that one's by Kyle Gray. We're going to get a card from the Daily Crystal Inspirations, and that's by Heather Askenazi. And lastly, we'll get a card from The Universe Has Your Back, and that one's by Gabrielle Bernstein. All right, let's get a prayer over these cards, and then we'll do it to it. Goddess, God, thank you so much for guiding me every step of my life, every breath that I take. Help me to speak as a vessel directly from you for our best and highest good, to help us read the symbolism and help us along our path. Help me to see the messages clearly, to speak slowly in an informed way. What is it that we need to know on this day, the collective energy that we're working with? Please draw anyone to this message that could help, that it could benefit their life, and to protect everyone who comes across this, covering them in pentacles of light and light. For our best and highest good, what do we need to know? Thank you so much. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the Ancestors and Angels deck for the main energy of the day. We'll get some shuffles in, and then we'll read the symbolism together. All right, what do we need to know for our best and highest good? Collective energy, cycles we're working through. Please and thank you. One more. For our best and highest good. All right. What energy, spirit? What are we working with for our best and highest good? Just a couple cards out. Ooh. Man. Okay. And we're going to get the bottom one too. Ooh. Awesome. Okay. So first card out. Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Flaming energy wrapped in red. Angel wings. Red hair too. And then sort of a mandala in the background, or like a religious glass painting. Stained glass windows. They're like circles. They almost look like a Mickey Mouse. And then a ring right in the middle of her hand as well. So Heart Guardian, with her eyes closed, led by heart, an expansive energy, the greens and the pinks. Also the red energy of the rooting, physical love and spiritual love, a rising up into the heart space. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of loving yourself and loving others and receiving love from others. Let me just tell you, it seems like this has been it's been quite the journey. It's been quite the journey to even allow that sort of an idea to enter your brain and even entertain it. And through all of the ups and the downs, the hardships, the lessons in love and life, we're coming to a spot now where you are entertaining these things, and it is becoming a vaster notion, a feeling, an energy that is you're being called to it through spirit, through this Heart Guardian. Too, if this is just now, right now, if this is the very first moment that is something that you could, this was the time. Be called to it and let yourself embrace it and think in that mode of that love space, that energy inside of you as it resonates out. It's not normally what we say, it's normally how we say it. But the things that we say do carry weight, and especially the things that we say to ourselves. So this path that you're coming up on, it's a broadening here. It's a broadening. It's just, I feel like being called to say that no matter how many negative experiences that you've gone through in love, not everybody's going to come into your life and vibrate that same way. And there is an expansive energy coming through right now so that you can accept a greater sense of love, a purer sense of love, something that encompasses more of what it is that you need. And Spirit is bringing it to you, your heart guardian. It's also guiding you towards your purpose in life. So this giving and this taking, this, the broadcasting and the receiving, it's bringing many things to your life. But when this heart center is the focus of it, what comes your way, it is fulfilling not only for you, but on a grand energetic scale for the collective of humanity. It's healing wounds. And, this karmic sense of, whatever you do is going to come back. That's always the case. Everything that we say, everything that we do, it's all this energetic weaving of where we are. And when we walk through life, we continuously see mirrors being held up in front of us in the form of other humans that are along that same path. So no matter where you are, there will be people that resonate. And this is saying that you've done a lot of work, a lot of self-work, a lot of self-love is being incorporated into your being. And you're now attracting others that are at that level, at that threshold. And it's like a growing together and learning together on that next rung of your hero's journey. Love and let yourself be loved. That's the most concise way to say it. I just got lots of feelings about it when I was looking at it. Also, we've got the browns here in the wing energy. And the tans, lots of that earthing energy, dirt, the vibes of that. If you're going to grow something, the darker the dirt, the better. But this is still grounding energy. And also with that stained glass feeling in the background, it is a holier sense of love. It's not based in purely physical wants and needs and desires. There's been a curbing of that. And that doesn't mean that's not important too, because it's a beautiful thing to be in that kind of a relationship with someone where you could love each other in that way. But there are grander things about entering into partnership with anyone, no matter what kind of partnership that is. So love and let yourself be loved. So we have also then Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. The more that you do honor this inner knowing, the more that love expands inside of you. It's a growing sense of confidence. And it's also like learning. It's learning through our experiences, our emotions, what we reflect upon, what we understand, opening our hearts to pure honesty, pure love, and pure guidance from source. Because this Medicine Mother is like Mother Gaia, more of that earth energy, herbs, tinctures, oils. I couldn't think of that word. Essential oils. Oh, also, if you're going to get essential oils, it's best if you get oils that are packaged in glass bottles, and it's best if you get a therapeutic grade oil as well. There's a lot of interesting stuff to read about what that actually means, therapeutic grade, and it's a little slippery. But the therapeutic is when it actually says therapeutic grade on it. It is make sure that you're looking for words like organic and 100% as well. And the more information you can find on it about where the actual herbs and flowers were grown, the likelier that it's not a sham, by the way. So this Medicine Mother, taking care of ourselves on both a spiritual level and also a physical level. taking care of our body in preventative ways, drinking those teas and those brews that boost our sharpness, boost our agility, and help our bones and our muscles and our tendons to be strong and whole. So this medicine mother, this inner knowing, it's so ancestral. It goes back, generations and generations and generations, living with the land, and all that stuff, that everything that comes from earth, and everything that you see around you, it has in some fashion or another come from Mother Earth. And then we take these thoughts, these ideas, and we learn ways to actually manifest into this realm that we live, this waking realm, anything and everything that you could imagine that you see around you. And when we honor our inner knowing, the offerings that are then produced forth, it's a bit of spirit. It's got the divine, every atom, right? Every little molecule, it has the divine spark in it. But then when we are adding that creative force into it, while we're honoring our inner knowing and in conjunction with our ancestors, and learning about all of the different chemicals and rituals and ways of that have come before, and then when we learn about the ways that things are done now, there's this cross section of a newness that comes to be. And we're right in the middle of that right now, in this now moment, the mixing of the old and the new, finding that beautiful balance, the Eastern and the Western. So also being called to attention here is the eyes of this beautiful woman right here, this medicine mother, who you can look to if you are interested in learning more about that inner knowledge inside of you, and learning more about your own brand of medicine and your own brand of self-healing. Because the mind plays a huge part in that. The placebo effect is real for a reason, because nothing happens without our thought being involved in it. I mean, what is it? Does a tree fall in the woods if you're not there to witness it? I don't know. So what I was going to say about this beautiful woman here, she's like shrouded in necklaces, beaded necklaces. She has a beaded headdress with like sunflowers coming off of her head, informed by the sun, that raw energy, that God energy. And then she's cloaked in blue and shrouded in all of this darkness here, which is that moon energy, that intuition energy. And the blue that she wears talks about the communication, drawing that energy out through your body, speaking it into existence, into being. But she also has this figure 8 around her eyes. Today's the 26th too, resonating to 8. Saturnian energy. It's abundance. It's massive abundance. It's the balance between the physical realm and the non-physical realms, and where we rest in that, the Mobius strip, back and forth, AC/DC, So massive abundance coming when we honor our inner knowing, and we are led by heart, when we love and let ourselves be loved, because you have such wisdom. You've already come through so much. You are a wise one. Woo, almost flung that card right at you. Love that. So this wisdom has been coming through in multiple oracle decks this past week, this past couple of weeks. So wise, so in tune with that full moon energy, so in tune with that Odin energy, the wise owl, that nocturnal animal, gaining all of its strength from that nighttime energy. Plus, like, what is it? I can't remember what it's called. The way their heads move like that. Is it gyroscopic? I don't think that's the word. I'm not sure. But the way that they can move and still keep their focus directly on what it is that they're after, whether or not it's their prey or the branch that they're about to land on, and their keen sense of hearing. This is, it's telling you to rely on all of your senses, how keen they are, that this is a big part of your wisdom, that it's not just one avenue that you're gaining this information from. It's sentient too. It is a direct connection with your oversoul. And you don't have to be old to be wise. We go through all different kinds of things in life. And you know what? Sometimes when people arrive at their winter years in life, they're not that wise because they didn't, take the steps to reflect or learn or grow. And that's okay, right? We all have different paths. We're all led towards different things. But if you're here right now and you're listening to this, you are on a path of enlightenment, and this wiseness is growing inside of you. So it says, grow within your current situation, that expanding energy. The pearls of wisdom, like right in the beak too. We've got these downward triangles that are on her. It's like a slate blue shawl or cloak that she's wearing that's like buttoned up with these big black pearls. So these triangles off on her shoulder there, all speaking, they're like emotional badges. They represent water. And it's like all of the emotional hurdles that you've gone through in life that are being represented as badges of honor right there for the world to see. That it's informing you forward. It's as if through your suffering, you're able to speak from this wise place and help so many others. You could relate to so many through everything that you've been through. It's not something to be ashamed of. Sometimes when I look back and I think about the different situations that I've gone through, I literally cringe at myself. And then I think, you know what? It's okay. It is okay. And then as time goes on and I look back, I find myself more laughing at it and thinking, thank goodness I have come through this and I have learned so much. And now I'm at a space to learn some more and I don't have to cringe so hard, right? So be informed by your spirit guides. And so we've got two birds here also, messengers. I normally, when I see them, I see the universe speaking to us through numbers and different animals and insects and feathers and coins and things like that. But right now, when I'm seeing these birds right here, I feel like there are two particularly really strong spirit guides that are with you at all times. And I'm feeling like one of them is it feels really almost like a grandfather energy or a grandmother energy or great-grandmother, great-grandfather energy. I'm feeling that grandfather energy, like someone that's, in a uniform and maybe even carrying a doctor's bag, like an old times, like leather doctor's bag, someone that's with you. Obviously that won't be for everyone, but I have an image in my head and I feel like I had to speak it out. And then this other spirit guide that you have with you, it is feeling like more colorful and more fluid, also ancestral possibly, but I'm almost getting like animal vibes. I'm getting, what was that movie? The Golden Compass. Their spirits were outside of their bodies. That's the vibe that this is giving. Anyhow, you have two really powerful, informing spirit guides that are with you every step of your life. They care about you so much. They love you so much. You're being encouraged to use the wisdom that you've gone through, use your emotional strength, your emotional intelligence, and the power of prayer and thought to communicate with them. You can speak out loud into the world. You can make prayers before bed and intend to meet them in your sleep. I've met people that actually, they just converse with their spirit guides like they're standing right next to them at all times. I've never experienced that personally, but man, wouldn't that be something? So this wisdom, also a heightened sense here is the moon. It could do you some good to learn more about the phases of the moon and be more in a cycle with the patterns of nature, the rising and setting of the sun, the seasons as they come and they go, and taking appreciation in that to broaden your sense of understanding in the world. There's so much to learn from nature. It is the wisest teacher out there, and everything in nature, which includes us. Even when we live in, giant cities, nature's never far. And I encourage you to spend some time outside, getting into that. You know what? I'm going to read about this medicine mother here. I'm feeling called to do that. And then we'll get on with the rest of the decks. Medicine mother. There it is. Honor your inner knowing. Your message is take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and to get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not an end of the world. It's just an end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. Boom. I'm so glad we read that, because I was getting a whole bunch of other vibes from that card. Oh, I mean, which I still stand behind, but I felt like we needed to hear more from the medicine mother. So extended message. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Hey, one step after the next. We just show up, right? Thank you, medicine mother. That was awesome. Okay, so let's get an angel number card to help us with this path that we're on, this opening to love, this wisdom. Yeah, releasing that stuff from the past, not needing to feel the cringe, the guilt, the letting go, and breathing in the new. That's an exercise. Exhaling all that no longer serves, breathing in the new that does. Every exhale, every inhale. All right, what angel number from the universe could we use for our collective energy? Woo, that just popped right out. 0808. Swift action. Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, and auspicious outcomes. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. What? Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Dude, the heart guardian, right? I wonder who we're going to be meeting new. 0808. Dig it. Okay, let's see here. What crystal could we work with today? Or what crystal wants to work with us to help us with this love expansion? Yeah, if we're keeping things in our life, things that maybe are just comfortable, and we maybe have an inkling or an intuition that it's got to go, but we haven't really made the efforts towards it. We're keeping ourselves away from the bigger picture. We're keeping ourselves away from energies and peoples and situations that want to enter our life, that are ready to. Everything in its own perfect timing, and we're always exactly where we're meant to be. But I just felt like throwing that out there, Sometimes too, it's like, it's difficult to say no to situations when, even if you know that it's a good time, or it's fun to do X, Y, or Z, but it's really not serving you. It's not really adding to what your actual goals, what your soul is calling for. And so when we keep those things around, it just doesn't make room for better things to come our way. All right. What crystal would like to work with us through this wise energy? Please and thank you for our best and highest good. What do we need to know? Which crystal? Ooh, it flipped right over, didn't it? Hey, we got this one last week. Celestite. Soothe your soul. Oh my goodness. I love this card. And even though we just read about it out of the little book and the big book, I'm going to do it again. Okay, so Celestite. B and C. Trust that things happen in your life for a reason. It's natural to worry about the unknown, but try tapping into hope instead. Most of the time, the things you worry about don't actually end up happening. And when you look back, you realize how much time and energy was wasted stressing over something you had little control over. Of course, take action when you believe you can help or change the outcome of a situation. If not, try to replace any anxiety or tension with more positive thoughts. Soothe your mind, body, and spirit with the comforting notion that it will all be okay in the end. The universe unfolds as it should. Core questions. How does worry serve you? What can you tell yourself to ease your worries? Your crystal action, affirm saying, I trust that all will be well. Today, let go of a worry by finding a reason to fill up that space with hope instead. Ooh, I love that. I love that so much. Okay, so Celestite in the book, was it 129? I don't know. Wouldn't that be crazy if I was right? It was! I'm really proud of myself. Look at that, Celestite. So, keywords: angelic communication, access to higher dimensions, and serenity. The element is wind. Chakras: the third eye, the sixth, the crown, the seventh, and then the transpersonal and etheric, which are the 8th through the 14th above the head. Additional chakras with Ohio Celestite: heart, the 4th, and throat, the 5th. Celestite, also known as celestine, is a strontium sulfate mineral with a hardness of 3 to 3.5. Its crystal system is orthorhombic. Yeah. It forms both tabular and prismatic crystals. And celestite also occurs in massive, fibrous, granular, and nodular configurations. It can be colorless: white, gray, blue, green, yellow, orange, reddish, or brown. The celestite most frequently found on the market is a gray-blue variety from Madagascar, which tends to occur in clusters and geodes. Another rarer variety is Ohio Celestite, which often forms in single gray, whitish, or blue-gray tabular crystals from under an inch to over 8 inches long. Some of these crystals are at least partially transparent, and a few are double terminated. The tabular celestite crystal from Ohio have become extremely popular with the energy workers who have been able to acquire them. Golden celestite from Eastern Europe was popular in the 1990s, but these crystals have all but disappeared from the marketplace. Oh my! So celestite offers a gentle, uplifting energy which can raise and expand one's awareness into the higher realms. It is one of the most effective stones for accessing the angelic realm and can facilitate communication between oneself and one's guardian angels or angelic guides. It stimulates the third eye and crown chakras and the etheric chakras above the head. It is a soft stone both physically and energetically. As it elevates one's awareness, celestite makes one feel as if one is floating on a cloud rather than zooming on a rocket. Madagascar's blue-gray celestite comes primarily in clusters, and it is ideal for placement in one's bedroom, healing room, or meditation space as an environmental cleanser and source of soft, positive energies. Its vibrations radiate in all directions, making it wonderful to have around, although it is somewhat less useful for healing or meditation work that requires focus on specific areas, chakras, or meridian points. For these applications, single crystals of Ohio celestite are much preferred. Golden celestite, when it can be found, is an excellent third eye stone, stimulating that area and opening one to inner visionary experience. It activates the crown chakra even more strongly, helping one to move the point of consciousness beyond and above the body into the higher worlds. So this Ohio celestite, let's go down to a paragraph I hadn't read yet. These celestites truly live up to their name, for there is a powerful sense of the celestial, the heavenly, about them. A constant vibration of ananda, or divine bliss, emanates from them, helping one to realize the ultimate joy in all of creation, regardless of outer circumstances. Holding or wearing one may feel surrounded in a cocoon of light, which allows one to know the truth of the ecstasy of existence. Their energy is neither masculine nor feminine, vibrating instead from the place of the pure balance of all polarities. Holding one of the crystals in each hand, one may feel a complete rebalancing of the energies of the etheric body, a powerful emotional upliftment, and an increased enthusiasm for the experience of life. There are many ways one can use Ohio celestite crystals. In meditation, they are ideal placed on the third eye and also at the crown chakra, throat, and heart. In fact, putting a piece at each of these 4 chakras can produce an effortless state of deep meditation. Wow. The same is true for more active inner pursuits, such as interdimensional travel, channeling, and angelic communication. Wow. Wearing an Ohio celestite crystal can move one into a state of constant communion with the higher dimensions. It also brings calm and a sense of hopefulness. Wearing Ohio celestite is highly recommended as a soothing vibrational antidote to stress and tension. These stones will work synergistically with moldavite, azeztulite, petalite, danburite, scolasite, morganite, alexandrite, naturalite, phenacite, herderite, brookite, Tibetan tektite, lithium quartz, and Sataloka quartz. Whoa. Spiritually, all celestites are valuable for opening and clearing the third eye and crown chakras. The blue-gray variety acts on the third eye, enhancing inner vision and intuitive ability. It is aligned with angelic energy and helps attract helping or protective spirits. The golden variety is aligned with the crown chakra, stimulating one's connection to the divine source. It can assist in removing negative attachments and in clearing the auric field of debris. Emotionally, blue-gray celestite brings a calm, centered, and uplifting feeling into the emotional body. It helps one feel safe and protected and can be used to overcome fear, suspicion, or paranoia. The golden variety of celestite helps one feel optimistic, energetic, even euphoric. It is excellent for bringing a stimulating golden light into one's emotional body and heart. Physically, both varieties of celestite are sulfates, and so are useful in clearing infections and attachments of all kinds. They are cleansing to the auric field, stimulating to the energy systems of the body, and can help to activate the metabolism. The blue-gray type is useful for helping to heal eye infections or weaknesses. The golden variety is helpful in stimulating digestion, balancing appetite, and encouraging weight loss. It's especially useful in assisting with issues of kidney weaknesses, bedwetting, and urinary tract infections. The affirmation: I am a loving being in the fullness of serenity and inner truth, always in communion with my higher self, angels, and spiritual guides. Boom! Celestite for better communication. I think Spirit's trying to tell me something and you something. All right, so I hope that can help you. All right, now let's get messages of cosmic. See what comes out. Maybe 1, 2, or 3. Along our path, opening to that greater love, connecting with Source, with our spirit guides. Please and thank you for our highest good, our best and highest good, so that we can all be vessels, right? All right, one more shuffle. All right, what do we need to know? What messages of cosmic help us on our path, on our journey? Who are we meeting new? Oh, is that an up card? That is an up card. It's hard to tell, they're so colorful. Okay, let's get another one. Whoa! That was a whole lot. Okay. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Ooh. Big cat energy, strength energy. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Boom. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them with all of the colors of your chakra. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Could that be you? Do you know who else? All right. And then we have say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Were we just talking about that? I think we were. Whoa. I really hope that these could help you. These messages of cosmic. I love them so much. All right. And lastly, we're going to get a message from the universe has your back. One last message from Spirit today, please and thank you for our best and highest good. That felt really good. What do we got? For our best and highest good, please and thank you. Clearing out the olds, more accepting to love, giving and receiving. What message, Spirit? What do we need to know? Whoa, let's go for that one on the ground. The noisiest one. I am the dreamer of my dream. I love that saying. And you are the dreamer of your dream. And you are informed by wisdom. Look at that purple energy. Echoes of wisdom through so many cards today. What are you dreaming of? And what's holding you back? You're quite capable. One moment at a time. Making daily habits. Dude, I love you. Thank you so much. I wish the best for you on your path, wherever you are. It's directly where you're meant to be, no matter what that entails. One step at a time, one breath at a time. So thank you for joining me today on the Daily Oracle Read. I thank you to my friends and my family. I thank you to YouTube and StreamYard. And above all, as ever, thank you so much to Goddess. Thank you so much to God. And thank you so much to all of the guardian angels and spirit guides that are helping me and you every breath of our life. Mwah. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.